Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red this Thursday morning. And a bit damp, but it's not raining. And maybe the sun will shine. Today we're looking at chapter 8 and verse 27. Jesus asked the question, "Who do the people say I am?" So he was on a walk with his disciples to Caesarea Philippi, and he asked the question, "Who do the people say I am?" I wonder what motivated Jesus in asking this question. As he was walking, you know what it's like, you go for a walk and your mind starts thinking. And I wonder if he's thinking to himself, I wonder what people think, or who people think I am. And he then verbalizes, as it were, what's going on in his head. And so he says to the disciples, "Who do the people say I am?" Now, whenever Jesus spoke, he never wasted any words. So the reality of the question is an important one, not just for them, but for us as well. It leads us into a story as it led them into a story. And so the question, who, Paul, do people say I am? Or if your name is Jane, who, Jane, do people say I am? Here Jesus asks that question to you because he's wanting you to understand what it is that he's wanting to say next in the verses to come. Who do people say I am? So lots of people say things about Jesus, but who do people say I am? And in different times in history, people have said different things about Jesus. When the world was full of religious focus, lots of people were saying lots of things about Jesus in different ways. Hence why we have so much religious history. But is it the religious history that Jesus was hoping for as an inheritance for the human race, or was there something more than that? I think there was something more. I believe Jesus sought to bring the kingdom of God into the existence of man. He wanted to give man an insight into what it could be like if one would live their lives with God. So he says, who do people say I am? And the word I am, we know, is ego eimi, I am. And the only one that said that other than Jesus was God when he was talking to Moses regarding him going to Pharaoh. So the word, who do people say I am? What are people talking about? The consideration that's going on in the backdrop amongst the people, behind the scenes. What's the whisper? We used to say on the street, what's the word? Meaning, what's going on? What's happening? What's taking place? Paul, what's the word? Or someone would say, what do you know? And it's really, what's the whisper on the street? Because there's always a whisper on the street in different times, different seasons, different situations. When Princess Anne died, there was a something on the street. What's the word? And there was this sense of mood on the streets in England. It was a peculiar time. And that's true for lots of seasons in our history. What's the word? Jesus asks you today. Hey, Julie, what's the word? He's saying, who do people say I am? And we'll find out as we go through this. God bless you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.